Hello everyone, my name is Grace. Today I'll be sharing our prospective new mapping software, Kumu. I'll be highlighting some of the features and the new tools that I've discovered this summer. I've been playing around with a sample of our database that already exists. Most of these entries fall under the clean energy and climate subcategory. Here we are in the map. Normally there'll be an intro slide that greets the user and provides instructions. Features that I'd like to highlight, as you can see down here in the bottom left, we have a legend that allows us to color coordinate according to their organizational role. The next feature I'd like to highlight is the filter category that includes county, tabs, as well as the organizational role. Down here at the bottom, you can find the different filters. For example, if we wanted to highlight organizations in Schuyler, Tompkins, and Seneca, and we wanted to look for cooperatives in the supply chain, and then by role, if we were specifically looking for things that were nonprofits. Considering the sample size, we have one organization that shows up, but with our larger sample size, we can find groups that all have these relationships in common. I think this is a really valuable feature to select multiple filters at once. Next function I want to highlight is the profile feature. For example, we're going to pick Simply Installs LLC. You can link an image to the profile as well as a description. Here you have all of the different tags and those interact with the map. You can really play with what information is highlighted in the profile. The last feature is the search bar, and this just allows you to look up anything by tags. You could look up counties, anything that you'd like, and it will give you a really nice search bar list. The next feature is the cluster view network. This is just a playground right now of information and figuring out how to toggle with these relationships. You can interact with the page itself. This would be a tool down the road where we are seeing how groups are overlapping and what sort of collaborations currently exist. Right now, we have the connection by tags, but you can click it to change it to roles, and it totally changes the format of the cluster. By clicking on a profile, you see that Dillman Hill is both a agricultural organization as well as a business. This could be a helpful tool down the road when we are trying to highlight certain relationships in a newsletter or sending out to certain stakeholders. Lastly, I'm also going to highlight a small sample map from the Watershed Internship Program to show that you can map connections and you can create a profile for the connection itself. I'm just going to quickly also show you more about the settings tool. If I want to go back in and change the colors, I'm going to go to customize, and then I'm going to go to element color, and I'm going to pick this teal color, and then I can also change the connections and make it red. This presentation mode that I'm in allows you to create a chronological slideshow of certain parts of your map, present any information to the public, partners, and the newsletter. Despite the fact that I'm still learning, the platform is extremely user-friendly. You can easily create a free account and be invited to be a collaborator on the map. The map is completely linked to a master Google Sheet that could become a public document where people can input more information about their organization that can then directly show up on the map later on. Thank you for listening, and I hope to continue exploring this new software and learning more on how it can benefit us and all of our goals. Thank you.